Welcome to this week's G.I. Joe Toy Review, where we are continuing Cobra Month with Week 2 with the third Cobra female review, as we are reviewing the Cobra Mercenary Munitia. But before we get to Munitia, let's do our shout-outs of the week, as we normally do. Starting out with Back to the Media at 41 South Loudon Street, here in lovely Winchester, Virginia. And you can find them on the web at their website of www.backtothemedia.com. You can email them at backtothemedia@gmail.com, as well as find them on social media at Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And when you go in, you can find music, movies, toys, Funko Pops, video games, going all the way back to the Atari and all the way up to the current stuff. And while you're in the neighborhood, stop at Time Traveler Toys and Collectibles at 115 South Loudon Street, just on the other side of the splash pad. And you can find them on Facebook and email them at timetravelertoys@gmail.com. And when you go in, tell Charles I sent you, and you can find G.I. Joe, Transformers, He-Man, Star Trek, Thundercats, WWE toys, and as well as DVDs and comic books stemming from all kind of comics. You can find just about anything there, as well as other movie memorabilia and whatnot. So go and check them out. So let's take a look at our feature of Munitia, starting off with her file card. And it says Cobra Mercenary, codename Munitia. File name unknown, and then in parentheses it says uses various aliases. Her primary military specialty is mercenary operations. Her secondary military specialty is bounty hunter. Her birthplace is unknown. And the text says Munitia is equally skilled in the use of tactical assault rifles and a variety of bladed weapons. Anyone in proximity to her is suddenly and savagely chilled to the bone. Her icy presence sucks the warmth out of everything and everyone in the room. Her eyes watch you the way a predator calculates its prey. Her face is devoid of all emotion. Nothing pleases her, frightens her, or even surprises her. She is a tenacious mercenary that is cool and in control at all times. Munitia's ability to guess the actions of others has made her a supreme bounty hunter. Her original contract with Cobra allowed her the opportunity to be a part of HIS, hierarchy of infiltration, stealth, and sabotage, with Firefly and Blackout. However, with her single-minded passion for bringing in high-value targets, Cobra Commander must have another team assignment for her in the future. And the quote at the bottom says, emotions make you weak and vulnerable. Stay cold and you stay alive. So that really describes Munitia as a very, very serious bounty hunter, as well as a mercenary, especially to be in along the leads of Firefly, who was Cobra's main saboteur back in the day, throughout the 80s and into the 90s. So it really gives her a really cool backstory, as well as more of a biography. But let's go to her accessories, starting off with her figure stand. Upraised Cobra logo, as you can see, the 2-foot pegs. Munitia on the front, which is the way I like it, with just the name on the front of the figure stand. But hey, to each his own. Her other accessories is a cell phone, which is actually a pretty cool looking design, which is very similar to what Firefly came with. And in a way, I'm kind of glad it's not a smartphone. Could you imagine the sculpt on a smartphone, y'all? Hey, that'll work. So it's kind of cool that she has it. And she also comes with this very, very cool and highly sculpted and detailed assault rifle with several handles and a nice little scope. It's a very beautifully sculpted assault rifle. I think it's pretty cool. And she also comes with this dreadnought-looking weapon, which there's no real-world references to it, but it's like an awesome little pistol with like a Ripper's assault rifle type of blade on it, you know, which is pretty cool. So she could both shoot you and slice you up, you know, if you're one of her targets. So I wouldn't want to meet her in a dark alley by myself. You know, so here's Munitia. So let's take a look at her sculpt and her paint apps and whatnot. Nice little headscarf thingy that she's got on with looks like an infrared goggle type thing on her face, but with green paint apps around her eyes. Nice Cobra blue and black uniform. There was silver highlights on it and silver Cobra symbol on each arm. And got a little blue, whatever that is, right there, with a strap that goes around her leg. Several pouches on her belt, silver belt buckle, down to her black with silver zippers and silver boots. So let's take a look at the articulation, which she has a good range of a 360 head movement. Her arm does raise to about that high, as well as rotates a full 360. She does bend at the elbow at a perfect 90-degree angle, as well as rotates at the elbow, as well as she swivels at the wrist. She does come with the ab crunch, as well as good ab turning feature, and typical T-hook at the leg, which makes her leg sit up like about there. Her leg can kick straight out. She does have a double knee joint. She does rotate at the ankles, as well as has the ankle bend. As you see right there, nice little ankle bend. So that's the articulation of Miss Munitia. So let's go ahead and look at her all geared up. So here's Munitia all geared up. As you can tell, I got the bladed pistol right there, because I got the assault rifle in one arm and her cell phone in the other. So she's holding her target at bay. That's why I see on the phone with Cobra Commander, or Firefly, or whoever. But nice little posable scenario with that right there. But she makes no vintage Marvel comic run appearances, but she does appear in Devil's Due comics, which is where we first see her. And the earliest traces I could find of her in Devil's Due is in issue number 2. If I'm wrong, please correct me at the bottom. And her first animated appearances, she doesn't have any that I'm aware of. So if I'm wrong, correct me in the comments below. Her sub-team, as they said in the file card, is HISS, Hierarchy and Infiltration, Stealth and Sabotage, with Firefly and Blackout, which I'll review Blackout eventually. But you go back in the archive, back in my video library to find Firefly. There's no vintage reviews of Munitia, but you can find modern reviews of this version through Sanitarium Productions, McDowell, Duke 45 Toys, Everyday Eric, and Catboy Van. And but my thoughts on Munitia is, I think this is a very awesome figure. It's good to have a female mercenary. You know, and plus her color scheme actually fits Cobra to a T. And I would rank this figure as a top tier figure, you know, due to the color scheme and whatnot. But tune in next week as we continue Cobra Women of Cobra Month, as we do the female Cobra officer from the Legion's 3-pack. So tune in to watch this review. This shall be a good one. But that will be it for Munitia. So if you like this video, press the thumbs up. If you don't like it, press the thumbs down. You know, subscribe, press the notification button for further videos, future videos. I'd like to thank everybody for watching, so tune in next week. And as for Cobra Island, as we always say, now you know, and knowing is half the battle. And tune in August as we do Cobra Convergence 5, which I'm actually a part of this year, which is actually pretty awesome. So thanks to Hooded Cobra Commander 788 and all the collaborators. I really thank you for it, for allowing me to be a part of it this year. But so tune in the month of August for Cobra Convergence, and tune in next week for the female Cobra officer. And like always, love y'all, peace, be safe, and keep yourself healthy. And see y'all in the next one.